Hello everybody, Michael Slobodnik here with the SC App Engine team, and today I'm going to cover how to add native mobile capability into record producers and catalog items in the service catalog. So as you know, we can have different record producers or catalog items within the service catalog, and then of course it gets rendered in the Now Mobile. And so one example that I have here is creating an on-site incident. And it's just a very quick, easy record producer for an incident itself. As you can see here in the desktop version, I have my input to say what's your issue, but then I have the next part of determining what the asset is. Well, one of the things that we can do with our mobile, especially when it comes to with the latest release of the mobile application, is we can use Cabrillo for the JavaScript library to go ahead and call our QR code reader. So it pretty much looks more like this now. If I switch over to my mobile device, here I am for my Now mobile app itself. I can just do this search. So I can find the same record producer, however, being rendered for mobile. And in this case, when I go to it, you'll now see something a little different where I get the pop-up for a QR code reader, and then I'm able to go ahead and read a QR code, hit the OK, and then lo and behold, you'll see that it's already populated with the asset. So the asset's chosen based off the QR code. And then also we went ahead and already filled in the issue here, the description. So the big question is, how did we make this happen? And how do we differentiate between using the mobile app and the desktop, but with one single record producer, so we don't have to recreate things in multiple areas or to go ahead and create even a custom mobile app? Well, the key to it is the Cabrillo framework. And if you haven't really seen much with Cabrillo before, I recommend to go ahead and check it out on the API reference. And what this API is designed to do is to be client-side code that can detect when the native mobile browser is being used. Now this API is designed more for Service Portal. So think about being able to embed mobile type of functionality or native mobile functionality within the Service Portal. But here's the thing. One of the challenges, though, with keeping this for the Service Portal is this. Well, if I want to go ahead and create a record producer catalog item, I would then have to modify it at the Service Portal to have this functionality take place, and it would have a lot of overhead. But one of the things that you may not know is the fact that we can call Cabrillo from the client-side scripting in record producers or catalog items. And so where we go ahead and find this now is if I bring up the same record producer here for the create on-site incident, I've got a piece of it that is designed to do exactly that, run client code that is running the Cabrillo framework. So of course we have a regular record producer. We've got our scripting here for the record producer itself, but we also get to the variable set. And this is a variable set I created. And it's very simple. It's got that short description and it's got the asset that you had seen before. However, one other thing you'll see is this catalog client script. And this catalog client script is where I'm running all of this load the mobile capability. So it is an on-load client script. So it's going to run right as soon as someone goes to the record producer. And what you'll see right here now is I'm using this object this, and then SNMP Cabrillo, and then is native. So this is the key part to it, and this is where there is no documentation. However, because this is a record producer item that is still running JavaScript, what I'm doing with this code is injecting Cabrillo into the directive for Service Portal itself. So Service Portal is automatically loaded with the Cabrillo library. I just have to inject it in there. I just did some searching through the source code or maybe inspecting the page, and I found this call from here, and I was able to do it. So this part is not documented. But that being said, the rest of it is all the same. I'm using the Cabrillo is native method right here to determine if this is being done through the native mobile. And then once it is done, I'm just going through and setting the value of the short description, saying I'm mobile and found an issue with an asset. And then I am calling the barcode reader, which once again, in that documentation about Cabrillo, has information on how to call the barcode reader. With the barcode reader itself, first of all, make sure you are on the latest mobile app from the App Store or iPhone Store or whatever, because this is something they just recently put in. And then what I simply do is I just have the another if statement. If I did capture the barcode, great, set the value of the asset matching that barcode, which really comes out to be the SysID. And that barcode that you saw was just generated from the SysID. And so now I'm able to take advantage of Cabrillo, have the QR code reader on the record producer, or it could be a catalog item. And because I've got this mobile if statement here with Cabrillo, it can run if someone's using the native mobile app, or if they're not using the native mobile app or they're just going through the desktop, it's just not going to run and they won't see it anyway. But what this does do is give one place to take advantage of native mobile capabilities without having to do a whole lot of scripting or code somewhere else in the service portal. Cabrillo is very powerful. This is a great use case, in my opinion, for why the product management team needed to put this back in. The other thing that I've been bugging them to put in as well is to go ahead and put in the GPS coordinates. So if you look at the Cabrillo library, originally it was designed to be there. Then when we switch over to the new native architecture, it wasn't there anymore. But if it's there, then we can even use native GPS to pull maybe latitude and longitude that can then go into a record producer catalog item, which could then filter out various locations possibly. So a few use cases around there. And once again, the powerful thing is the fact that when it comes to service catalog, it is rendered more through HTML5 through the native app versus a regular native mobile application itself. That would be built through the studio. And so Cabrillo is the only way to really get this native functionality in the service catalog in an easy place to go ahead and manage and build out. So that's all I had for it. Thank you very much, and have fun building mobile apps.